Remote training in flexible gastrointestinal endoscopy. This is the first report of remote training in flexible gastrointestinal endoscopy. The Zoom platform permits simultaneous transmission of voice and split-screen views of the operator's hands and the scope view. In 2019, Dr. Michael Marin, the chairman of surgery at Mount Sinai in New York, built a unique surgical facility in a small Ugandan community called Kiabirwa. There are no paved roads. The houses have neither running water nor sewers. Dr. Marin's vision is to bring modern surgery to an area where no surgical capability was available. This center is completely self-contained, powered by solar panels with its own water purification and waste disposal systems. Dr. Marin asked me to travel to Uganda to teach endoscopy. In February 2020, I went to Uganda to teach a week of endoscopy camp. 6 Ugandan surgeons with no endoscopic experience gathered for 1 week at the Kiabirwa Surgical Center. Olympus loaned a complete endoscopy tower with an upper and lower endoscope. Daily lectures were given, and each person performed both upper and lower endoscopy under 1-to-1 supervision. After returning home, I continued training via the Zoom platform using the high-speed internet connection. The image transmission is excellent, as seen in this iPhone recorded video, where a small round worm in the duodenum was captured and removed. Here, an obstructing esophageal squamous cell carcinoma is seen. Under verbal instruction, diagnostic tissue was obtained. Training in colonoscopy can also be performed. This video was recorded with an iPhone. A pedunculated colon polyp was successfully removed through coaching via the Zoom connection. The materials necessary for the internet connection are depicted here. A laptop with a VGA card is connected to the light source via a converter. A camera to show the operator's hands and the Zoom connection are provided by the Logitech Rally system. A lapel microphone transmits voice. The trainer only requires a computer with an internet connection. The entire cost of the apparatus to connect to the internet from the facility is less than $4,000.
Yeah, it feels like I'm making a loop.
Yes, you are. But sometimes you have to make a loop to keep going. If it looks like it's too much of a loop, we have to pull back again and straighten out the scope. But thumb on the big control all the time to keep the lumen in view. Keep pulling back, keep pulling back. Don't be timid about it. We can always get to this point again, but we have to pull back a lot. Pull back. Take out a little bit of air. Okay, down, down, down with the tip. Down with the tip, okay.
So this time I pulled back counterclockwise.
Yep. Okay, sometimes counterclockwise helps. That's good. We're taking the loop out now. Up with the tip. You have to make sure that you use your tip control all the time as you use torque, so that you can keep the lumen in view. Now we don't know where the lumen is, so just pull back a little bit more. Pull back a little bit more. There, okay. Now we know where the lumen is.
Yeah.
Okay. Advance it in. Very good, very good. This colonoscopy session shows there is no time lapse between what the teacher sees, what the teacher says, and the response of the operator.
Because some of them almost look like they have what we call a red wheel sign, which is those sort of reddish spots on them, which indicate they are at high risk of rebleeding. So let's spend some time, because we'll start banding distally. So we'll be banding distally down here, which would decompress, which with the goal of decompressing the entire column of varices. And then you hold down your suction. And while you're holding on your suction, never let it go. Then you fire one band on it. So, good. Apply suction now.
Suction, a lot.
Suction, sucked in.
Yeah, let's deploy the band.
So deploy. So keep the suction down, and then with your right hand, let somebody hold the scope. Deploy.
Okay. Yeah, right here.
There.
Good job.
Now find another varix and do the same thing.
Okay.
Multiple persons can participate in a teaching case from various locations. The previous video shows a GI fellow at Mount Sinai, Dr. Yakira David, taking the Ugandan doctor through the setup and actual placement of several bands on esophageal varices. New procedures can be introduced and closely monitored using this platform. Quality of endoscopy can also be observed. As is the case with endoscopic training wherever it may be, the teacher must set aside dedicated time to devote full attention to the training session. In these days of restricted travel related to COVID-19 and probably beyond, both basic and advanced endoscopic training can continue in a remote environment.